Let's talk about what it's like dating or falling in love with an Aries. Aries, out of all the fire signs, is actually the one that's most likely to fall in love at first sight. I would say Aries and Pisces, out of the entire zodiac, are the two signs that are most likely to experience something like that. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is a planet of energy, action, and desire. So when in love, Aries likes to move really fast. They love the chase, they like making the first move, and they just love to quickly get to the good parts once they've decided that this is somebody they want to pursue. They're super impatient. They don't like to wait to get to the fun parts of dating, so they will try to do things to move that along, because they're all about motion. They're all about not being stagnant. So they'll want to hang around with you all the time. They're going to want to spend time with you. They're going to want to do things to make you laugh. They have a good sense of humor or make you smile. Their idea of flirting, though, may be a little odd to some people because it's more like teasing. So it's not like I'm going to compliment you and make you feel like, oh, it's more like I'm going to roast you and berate you and hoping that you can laugh at yourself. Good things about being in love or being loved by an Aries is that they are a good communicator. They're an open communicator. They're very direct. They'll let you know how they feel about you. There's not gonna be a lot of you trying to guess how they feel about you, because you'll know. They're very action oriented, so there's not going to be a lot of boredom in the relationship. They like to keep things very hot and heavy, very motion forward. So there's going to be a lot of activities. There's going to be a lot of adventure, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. They really need that spark. When Aries is in love, they're not just loving or chasing the person. They're also chasing an emotion, a feeling. And that feeling is really the feeling of energy, the feeling of excitement, the feeling of spark. They love that spark. This is why Aries falls in love very fast, and they move through people very fast for that reason, because they need that excitement in their love. Their ideal of a perfect love is a love that feels energetic, that feels youthful, that feels not dull, that feels exciting, and that always has spark in it. They love spark so much that they're the type of people that will literally create drama in the relationship just so you're fighting, so they can feel like there's still some passion left in the relationship. As far as things to look out for if you're an Aries looking for love is try to be mindful of your temperament. Excitement is good, but sometimes too much excitement can keep you from being level-headed, which makes it hard for you to read the fine print and really pay attention to the things that matter in terms of longevity in love. Also, check your need to win every argument and your need to compete with your loved one. This is your person. This is your partner. You're on the same side. They're not your enemy. You can have a disagreement without them being the enemy. Maybe we can find other ways to release our need for action and fighting that doesn't involve destroying our relationship. What do you think?
People that try to make other people feel small so they can feel big, those are the people that are away from the light. Because the people that are living in harmony with God's divine energy are full of love. And they even have love for the people they don't understand. They even have love for the people they don't agree with. Because they know what? They know they're not God. So if God made me, who are you to say I don't deserve to exist? The only reason you would have the authority to have that position is if you're God, which you're not. So what does that tell me about you and your persona? You're haughty. You're egoic. You're narcissistic. You're self-centered. You're away from the light. Because if you were living in truth, living in light, living with God, you would know that all the humans have the right to exist. Pushing people down, belittling people, making fun of people, being negative. That's not what Aries is here to do. Aries is here to change your life. And they do that by showing you what it looks like to be brave, to be bold, and to do the hard thing. And to do it alone. That is the challenge of Aries, is that they have to do all this stuff alone, but they do it so beautifully because they're so unafraid, and so not concerned about what you got going on, so not bothered about your opinions, because they don't care enough about you to be bothered by your opinions. Some of the most loyal people you'll ever meet. One thing about an Aries is they're going to follow their path. They don't give a fuck what you think. Why should they? Why should they? You don't have the energy and you're trying to push yourself to make it to work on time. They're going to come do it for you? No, they're not? Oh, okay. As long as we're on the same page about the level of impact that these people should be having in your life. You see, everybody's on their own spiritual journey. And the more I love me, the more I free you to love you if you don't love yourself. Because when you come around me, you're going to feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to shine a light on you that shows you that you still have work to do on yourself. Because the only reason you don't like this energy that I have is because you don't like you. Because if you liked you, you would like this energy that I have. Libra is a sister sign of Aries. Both of these signs are cardinal signs. Libra and Aries are both here to be leaders. Both of them know that leadership is important for society to function. Libra and Aries both want control. The way they go about it, though, is different. It's simply that they are wanting to choose themselves. They know the answer is themselves. You guys are just very committed to your own healing, and it shows. I'm so grateful to be among people that are into their own self-development, their own spiritual and intellectual development, their own emotional development. It means so much to be surrounded by like high quality people who really value the meaning of their lives and who are fully dedicated to growing into the very best version of themselves that they were sent here to become. What an honor. I'm an Aries, but most of my partners were Virgos. Do you know why? No, I do not know why most of your partners were Virgos, because Aries is not compatible with Virgo. If you're an Aries, you need to be dating an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Sagittarius or a Leo, not a Libra. So those are the best people for you. A Virgo, under no circumstances, is an ideal match for an Aries. Virgo's way too controlled for Aries, like laissez-faire demeanor. Aries is a wild child. Aries cannot be controlled, and all Virgo wants to do is control when in a love relationship. So I don't see those two matching at all. I'm an Aries, but most of my partners were Virgos. Do you know why? No, I do not know why most of your partners were Virgos, because Aries is not compatible with Virgo. If you're an Aries, you need to be dating an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Sagittarius or a Leo, not a Libra. So those are the best people for you. A Virgo, under no circumstances, is an ideal match for an Aries. Virgo's way too controlled for Aries, like laissez-faire demeanor. Aries is a wild child. Aries cannot be controlled, and all Virgo wants to do is control when in a love relationship. So I don't see those two matching at all. And thanks to you guys who are sharing the lives with your family and friends. I really appreciate it. It's always really nice when you guys do that. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for my roses. Thank you so much, Townhouse 722. I appreciate it. Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I'm cool though. I remember you from last time, step 1, 1965-001. I'm glad you're cool and you're hanging out. Yeah, you got a lot. I'm gonna go on the limb. You know what? What was in your 12th house? Now I'm very curious, because I think I've put this thing together in my head. I just want confirmation. So step 1965-001, what was in your 12th house? Do you remember? Do you know, actually? I'm just gonna wait for you to respond. Somebody says they always have a lot of questions, and then when they come here, they go blank. Yeah, I can see that happening. It's just like so many things to keep track of. Okay, cool. Yeah, look it up, because I'm trying to understand like what you did in a past life. Because something happened. Because that's just like way too much intensity. Like the universe is like, this person is gonna be serious. I need them serious. Like no jokes, no like messing around. It's gonna be serious. This life is a serious life of responsibility, no wiggle room. Like everything about you is serious. I'm like, what happened last time? Did you have Sag in your 12th house last time? Hi, thanks for coming. So Aries and Venus. Venus and Aries. Yeah, Venus and Aries.
Jupiter in Aries right now. This is a great month for Aries. So yeah, I mentioned that people who are single, this is a great month for romance. For Aries, that goes for Aries placements, all Aries placements in your chart. Or for people that are unhappy in their relationship, there's probably going to be a couple of affairs during this time. There's a lot of electricity in the air around romance, and Aries, as you know, is an impulsive zodiac sign, so I see a lot of activity with people getting together very fast, not thinking things through, following their feeling, just being authentically in the moment, and just going with that. Hi, Miss Faith, thanks for joining. So yeah, I think if you're single looking for love, I'm not sure what you are doing to find love, but if you are doing the things that you need to do, which is to put yourself out there, to leave your house, and I say that because I know earth signs do not like to leave their house. And if you don't want to leave your house, you're going to have to get on the dating app, because you can't have it both ways, where you don't want to physically go meet people and you don't want to meet people online, because then you're meeting nobody. You have to get realistic about the fact that you have to get out, you have to get in front of people if you want to meet people. You have to do something. It's not just going to show up at your door knocking. So, you know, this is a great period for love, for that placement. So if you're looking for something new, if you were to take a chance and go out, you will find it. Capricorn doesn't want to leave. Yeah, I can relate. I'm a Capricorn stellium. One thing that has come out of the pandemic that I'm really grateful for is that it's helped me realize how much more of an introvert than I am. I think I always thought I was like more of an ambivert, which I don't know. I think on this scale, I'm still like right there on the edge, where I really just like being at home and I really enjoy being by myself. Like, I enjoy it. It brings me a lot of satisfaction, actually. So if you want me to leave my house, you have to make it worthwhile. It's got to be for a good reason. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Your son asked you if you're wanting for your love to break it. I love that about kids. Kids are so honest. They will keep you honest. They're like, what you want? You think this person is just going to break through the house and say, here I am? That's funny. Kids are hilarious. These kids are so smart nowadays. So smart. They can figure all of it out. They put two and two together. They've got the whole story down. They're like, you need to get a life, okay? I need you to find someone and you need to get a life. It's very hard for earth signs. And the other thing is that earth signs also don't trust. They don't trust anyone or anything. They don't trust easily, especially Capricorn. Oh my God, Capricorn never trusts anybody ever. At least with Taurus, you can get to a point where they get comfortable, but I don't know about Capricorn. Yeah, like earth signs always think people are up to something. Earth signs always think people want something. They always think people are trying to threaten their security. Like, what do you want? It's really hard for earth signs to really connect with people. Like, even me, like when people give me a compliment, I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, let's get to it. Like, I already know we're trying to get somewhere. So let's just cut to the chase and just tell me up front what you want, and I'll see if it's something I can give you or not before you waste all your time and mine. And I know it's not healthy, and I know it's a really like messed up way to think, but honestly, that's how I feel. Like, compliments never go to my head. They never go to they never make me feel like, whoo, I'm gassed up. Like, whoo, like never, because I'm like suspicious, and it's not healthy. I know it's not healthy. I know this, and I appreciate it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm too good for it. It's not that. It's that I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's happening over there? Like, what you got going on that you're trying to bring over here? It's just, yeah, somebody said Sagittarius are like that. Yeah. I mean, with all the Sagittarius and Capricorn energy, it's hard for me to really fall for the okie doke, You got to really do something for me to get interested, because I'm hard to impress. Capricorn here, yeah, it's a Capricorn thing and it's a Sagittarius thing. It's just, It's like we need to know that what we're seeing is real. So we ask questions and we watch. That's what it is. That was a good question. Yeah, so if you're an earth sign, you know, you're going to have to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to get on the dating app. And I know it's not how you want to meet someone. I know you think in your magical world that you're just going to go shopping at Wegmans and then in aisle 5, just as you're getting ready to grab that can of corn, there he comes, you know, handsome, smelling good, nicely dressed, you know, looking right. He just got off work and he's got like a glimmer of hope in his eyes, you know, and he looks like chiseled, you know, polite, kind, you know, warm eyes. Hi, what are you shopping for? Like, girl, I know. She's like, girl, just like that. Girl, I know that's the dream, but let me tell you, that's not how it goes nowadays. Because he's just like you. He's like, what is she up to? He's just like you. He's just like you. He doesn't trust anybody either. Because we're living through a pandemic. Everybody's traumatized. Okay? Nobody trusts like they used to trust anymore. Everybody's just out here trying to survive. So nobody's like as open as they used to be. All of us have lost a lot of our social skills since the pandemic has started. You know, people spend more time with people that they're comfortable now compared to before. You know, I know we're not like full lockdown, but I really think the whole lockdown thing has like changed us. At least for me, I feel like I'm not the same person. So I think everybody's a little bit on edge, like until we get back to normal for everybody. So yeah, that's not how you're gonna meet him. You're gonna have to put forth an effort. Or, you know, I know you want to meet, and another earth sign dream is to meet them through somebody that they know. And that one is probable, more so than the grocery store one. But again, like less people are going out the house. It's just a little bit harder. So, yeah, you're going to have to go out in public. I know I'll be around their humans. Yuck. I know. If earth signs can never leave their house ever, they would be very happy. Like if everything came home. They would be very, very happy. Alright, so next question. Saturn in Aquarius. You're open? Well, good for you. You have to be open. If you want to find love, you can't at the same time resent it. You know, you do have to be available for it. And I don't mean just emotionally, you have to be physically available for it too. You know, the mere act of leaving your home is an indication of that availability. You know, your unwillingness to leave your house, you know, is an indication that you're not open to inviting new energies.